Hey everybody, this is Danelle. Hope this finds you doing well. Please excuse my voice, but I did want to get a video out to you. Hopefully you can read the captions and not have to listen to my voice, so feel free to watch this on mute. Anyway, I wanted to go over a couple of things, so this will be a quick video. As usual, with the crypto market update, you can see Bitcoin is currently trading at $25,834. It's basically stayed the same over the last 7 days. Same thing with Ethereum, it's down about 1%. Currently trading at just over $1,600. If you look down to the remainder of the top 10, Cardano, Dogecoin, Solana, it looks like it has lost the most, particularly over the last 24 hours. And that has to do with rumors. I'm not sure if they are true yet, but it sounds as if FTX is looking to potentially to start selling some of their assets. And so I think a lot of people are spooked and are starting to sell off Solana a little bit early because FTX was a large holder of Solana cryptocurrency. So if they're looking to raise funds, they will be selling Solana. And so there's a possibility that Solana could go down in market price as FTX begins to sell those assets. So definitely something to keep an eye on, particularly for those of you who are Solana holders or are interested in potentially getting into Solana on the dip. So the story that we're going to go into first is related to Ark Invest application to have a spot Ethereum ETF. So we've talked in several videos prior to this one about a spot Bitcoin ETF, and currently the SEC has yet to make a final decision on a number of spot Bitcoin ETFs that are currently on file. So a lot of us are waiting to find out what happens, because if the Bitcoin ETF is at some point approved, then many people are speculating that a lot more money, institutional money particularly, is going to be coming into the space, which means that there's a possibility that the Bitcoin price, along with some other currencies as well, could potentially spark and start the next bull run. But of course, that remains to be seen. But in the meantime, Ark Invest is also going to apply for a spot Ethereum ETF. And they also have a Bitcoin ETF that is still being delayed right now by the SEC. But in the meantime, they have decided to go ahead and file the first Ethereum spot ETF. So as you can see here, the SEC is already considering a swath of spot Bitcoin ETFs and Ether futures funds, but they have not yet had a spot ETF. So now Ark and 21 Shares aims to introduce their own spot Ether offering to the market. So on Wednesday, the filing was made public, and so now we're going to have to wait and see what happens, because the SEC doesn't have to immediately make a decision. They can delay that decision for several months depending on whatever they have going on and the reasonings they have behind that. But Ark Invest is one of the first to apply for now a spot Ethereum ETF. And now, as a result of that news, we see that Grayscale's Ethereum Trust, they also have a Bitcoin Trust, and they won their case with regards to the SEC not providing valid information as to why they would not allow Grayscale to convert their Bitcoin Trust to a Bitcoin ETF. Now, their Ethereum Trust, as you can see here on the news, that Ark has applied for a spot Ethereum ETF. The price of ETHE, which is the Ethereum Trust, has gone up on that news. So you can see here it was kind of ranging in that $10 range. And then once the news came out a few days ago, it went all the way up, as you can see, to $11.85. So it's still a possibility that it can come back down. Sometimes, as we've known in the past, that cryptocurrencies and their proxies can tend to run on news and then eventually come back down. We've seen that a number of times with Bitcoin, so just be careful when you are trading something like an ETHE, Ethereum Trust, or any of these other proxies related to cryptocurrencies in your portfolios. So the main article that I want to get to and talk about before I end this video, a hacker stole over $690 million worth after they hijacked, as it says here, Vitalik Buterin's Twitter account. So if you don't know, Vitalik Buterin is one of the co-founders of Ethereum. He is the brainchild behind smart contracts and how it could be used on the blockchain with Ethereum. He's very well known and a very smart guy and a person who many people look up to in the cryptocurrency space, particularly with all the success that Ethereum has had, including all the cryptocurrencies that have been built on top of Ethereum and the layer 2, and how people believe that smart contracts could potentially revolutionize so many different industries. And it's already made an impact in the NFT market. And unfortunately, someone hacked his Twitter account and posted something making people believe that there was a free NFT when there was not. And if you connect your digital wallet, and we've talked about digital wallets, if you look at some of our first videos, we talked about how to set up a digital wallet that can hold your cryptocurrencies. Somebody could then connect their wallet to this fraudulent site, and many people did, unfortunately, thinking that it came from Vitalik, and they were able to get off with $691 million from users who followed a corrupted link that was posted to his feed. So the hack was first noticed on Saturday, and now it has come out that many people have lost a lot of money. So the cryptocurrency space, as we know, is still evolving, and it's very unfortunate because there are a ton of scams in the cryptocurrency market, and unfortunately, a lot of times it is bringing a scar to the community and to the industry. But we also understand and know that the scams have been around forever, not only on Wall Street, but also internationally. When you talk about the news that came out recently about Forex Funds, which is Forex trading prop firm that has recently been charged by the Commodity Futures and Trading Commission, that there it is being alleged that they fraudulently took over $300 million from customers hoping to be so-called professional traders. So we see scams all over the place. Obviously, people have lost money in the cryptocurrency space. People have lost money on Wall Street. People have lost money just on regular Main Street. So at the end of the day, we still have to be very, very careful with what we put our money into, what we invest in. Investing is a risk, and we need to understand that and make sure that we learn as much information as possible before we make any type of investment, because it does come with risks. So just make sure to stay tuned to Networkchain. We try to give you and provide you as much information as possible, but we're not the only place that you need to go to do your research. We just hope that we can be a part in helping you understand the world of cryptocurrency, the world of Web3, the world of investing, and emerging markets. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, you can check us out on X as well as Instagram. We post there nearly every day. In the meantime, we hope that you take care, and we look forward to connecting with you on the Networkchain very soon. Bye-bye.